he is the person to look to.
Seems as if Liquid are going to be aiming towards this B-bomb site. The only line of defense here currently is Fugly for the side of Envy. Android here as well, close, formerly from Complexity. A lot of young players, as we mentioned before, on the side of Envious, and now they're going to be under pressure here in the first round immediately.
Yeah, this is already looking pretty bleak in the pistol round, getting very aggressive from the T side and leaving just Sonic and Som to try and hold on. Som now the only one looking for that extra information, and just sectioning out this crossfire is not going to happen.
Do you have that incredibly strong in-game leader who can make something work in terms of what he's working with? Do you have the individuals which have insane skill that can match and actually outperform the opposition? Here it seems unlikely, and here it seems that there is almost no win condition.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Like, I think even if like Liquid were to just pug this match out, they will win. And even if you look at like recently, they haven't lost a series in about a month, and that's playing top tier events as well. I don't think they dropped a map at Blast.
No, not even series, yeah, not even a map.
It's worrying. Som actually, though, getting a couple of kills in a round where they've invested absolutely nothing will build up a bit of cash for him, and actually gives the potential to buy an AWP going into the next round. So we'll see if that comes out. It's actually, interestingly, been Sonic who's AWPing on this roster at the moment. Like, there's always the part of me that goes like, come on, Nifty. Like, I know you don't want in-game lead and all, but
I am Sydney on Inferno.
Please.
Who was that versus? Do you remember? I am Sydney on Inferno had like, what, 45, 47 kills in overtime?
Nifty with 50.
Nifty with 50 even.
Come on. It is, it's going to be a tough task, but here we go. The buy-in. Sonic does have his AWP. I'm looking forward to seeing him AWPing. He did very well within the qualifiers. Obviously a completely different caliber of opposition, but a good start at least.
Such a good angle there to catch the HE grenade as Stewie was jumping for it. Fugly there with the off angle. So 5 versus 4. Liege as well managed to bring that back. 4 versus 4 now. 2 players here split towards A. The bomb is there right now for Liquid. There is still going to be Nafly and a Liege towards the B bomb side, but you can see a rotation already coming through.
Yeah, I think just basically probing on that B site initially. They have spotted out Twist. Som is going to be able to get that pick back, and the bomb somewhat alone, at least for a moment, but now going to see NİTRO actually looking for the peak. He's hoping to find the trade. 55 seconds left, they've got plenty of time, and now comes the execution. Molotovs going down, forcing players out of positions, forcing them back. This is the problem with this site. Challenging it is so difficult. It's basically just spamming through the smokes, and well, once you get into that corner, it's kind of hard to do anything versus NİTRO, but he is taking a lot of damage and looking to try and get a little bit more aggressive. Catch them off guard. The flashbang is perfect, but only one to his name. The CT side retain the advantage, at least for now, and they're going to continue it as well. It's left on to Nap, but he sprays down all 3.
I understand. It's very, very early days, but in terms of the mentality of a team like Envious, if they have the wrong mentality going into this, if they are trying to win and try and get that victory out of this, instead of maybe being more open-minded, what can they learn from this instead? Rounds like that will be so frustrating to lose.
Yeah, the thing is, though, they're going to know that that's going to happen. Like,
yeah, especially versus a team like Liquid with the amount of skill they have.
You have to go into this with a pinch of salt. Like,
is he now one of the experienced pieces to help a player like, you know, Android or Som, for example, or Sonic? You know, what is his role in this team? And maybe answer it after the action does begin to die down as Twist already the entry, and a second as well there from NİTRO. Immediately 3 versus 5, and you could argue here, Tom, the call for the save.
Yeah, I think Sonic hoping for a little bit of luck, but other than that, you want to go into these retakes on the A side with an advantage, not with a man or 2 even missing. Hoping for a little bit of luck. I think Sonic needs to get out of there fairly soon. He's actually going aggressive, and he has managed to find one back. Maybe they're just throwing it all into the, well, throw it to the wall. That's what they're going for. Another one coming up for Sonic, and he's now opened this round up. He's given some space to his team, looking to be that star with the AWP. You can see the T's just falling back, spraying through so much damage done onto Nifty. They do have a couple of kids, but they've got no utility left, and pushing in now. They're just going to get wiped out once again. Twist with a triple. Well,
nearly. Obviously, this is when Fugly got the kill earlier onto Stewie when he was throwing that smoke.
I will say so far, like, okay, it's 5-0.
Yeah.
Can't sing too many praises, but they've looked promising. Like, there've been moments where they could have won rounds. Like, there was the
Sonic AWP, and what else?
Yeah, well, no, the 3v1 as well. Like, if they had managed to take down Naf, they win a round. And even in the last round, like, getting back into an impossible situation, I think that's positives being shown by Envy. Like, I don't think we can look at them based off, oh, they should be beating the best team in the world.
Obviously not as well from Sonic, and you can see he's playing this aggressive angle, maybe to catch out Twists, who has been searching for the entry here towards the A site. NİTRO may be the first one to walk into that scope. Let's see if it does come to fruition here. Well, they may actually boost over it. Let's see if that's effective. Timing not of favor there for Sonic as he does fall away, but a 1-for-1 exchange at least.
He's already get quite far forward. He spotted out the gun barrel from Fugly, and well, that's as easy as it gets. He's now lurking over on the other side of the map, and Naf looks to try and push through, but takes a lot of damage in return. They're going to try and chase him down, even things up once again, but in the meantime, they have lost control of this B site. So, sure, you even things up, but the bomb now crosses over, and, well, Som will quickly realize that they're already into a retake.
3 versus 3 retake, as you said, towards the B side. 2 players, all 3 players actually coming towards the CT spawn side as the smoke comes through. Som going to be leading the charge. And let's see what he can manage. Not too much, but a quick exchange there from Sonic. And as we know, retaking with an AWP is tough enough, but a small bomb site like this makes it even more awkward. And now stuck into the 1 versus 2. The Molotov trying to force the face from Elige. Lands the first shot there. The wallbang onto the head of Elige. And now the 1 versus 1. Twists versus Sonic. And just like that, as he jumps up, Twist expects it, plays the off angle. 2 players towards B, 2 players towards A. Twist usually towards the A site, trying to find that entry. Elige towards the B site, trying to find that entry. And just like that, just as I say it, here's a few coming out from the man himself, Twists. But yeah, very, very simple Counter-Strike. They're just playing off their defaults, and skill and individuality alone is enough so far to win them these rounds. I don't think we've even seen a heavy execute, have we, once? The pistol, maybe one smoke, but apart from that, nothing.
They had that one execution, I think, in a 3v3 over on the A site, where they threw all the smokes over, get the bomb down, and fell back. And that was where NAF needed to get the clutch. So they're mostly only the standard executes, which they've thrown out a million times, but it's enough to get them into a position where they can just work off the picks, as you said. And, well, so far, like, Twist has just been running the show. You've seen Elige open up on 2 frags on the B-bomb site as well, just on his own, which really shouldn't be possible. I think if they're playing against better opposition, like maybe he gets 1 and they're a little bit more careful with the trades. This round, though, it's much of a muchness. Not much invested at all, and just trying to do a little bit of damage. And by the looks of things, Nifty has saved a little bit of extra money, so we may be having that double AWP out. And I will never not be excited seeing an AWP in his hands.
Batteries, because we're going till 4 o'clock in the morning, Tom.
Not this late.
Yeah, well, we need to wait for the other best of 3 to finish as well before we get into the next one. Actually, do we? No, we don't. Because it's not a loser's match or a winner's match, is it?
No, it's the opening match of the next group.
Ooh,
so it just depends if they're there.
Yeah, exactly. Either way, though, speaking of who's there, Sonic once again playing the, well, last time it was a bit more of a forward angle. It's going to be Stewie challenging to find the entry and the peak. Lands the flex shot there. Sonic been so unlucky with his timings, it feels like, towards the A site. When he's unscoping, when he's moving, he is getting caught off guard by players who are just peeking at the wrong time for him. But yeah, similar situation. 2 players down early, Nifty and Sonic. Both the AWPs taking out the hands of the players from Envy.
Space.
Yeah, Elige. Now, obviously, if you're Fugly, the anchor towards that B bomb site, you do have to give some extra firepower towards
What is going on?
Now this is looking so confusing.
Stewie's just going to go aggressive in with an AWP. There's so much map control. Elige just being patient. And
yeah, it should be 10-0 here. Double digits already for Team Liquid.
Yeah, this is now starting to look like more of a walk in the park. They're even playing even looser than they were at the beginning. Like, we're seeing Elige just take heaps of map control, and then on the other side of the map, Stewie just having a bit of fun with the AWP. I think they know at this point that the game is very far gone. Even though we do see a lot of strong T-sides coming out on this map, I don't think they're going to be breaking a sweat whatsoever. And as said, individually just so skilled. Just winning all of these duels.
10-0 on what number they are on the HOTV rankings. Either way, this is more of a learning experience
47.
coming out from 47. Gosh. But yeah, some success here though, Tom. 2 early entries that could go back in the favor though if NİTRO lands the kill onto Android. Fast switch there, or fast trade, excuse me. Twist does pick up the bomb, could smoke off towards the opening towards the A site.
To just take heavy risks, but it's giving too much space, and NAF so close, but he wins the battle, and that will give them the advantage back. They can look to get the plant down. Nifty already tagged to 30 HP as well, will mean that this is pretty much an even scenario, but with the bomb as that extra member for Team Liquid.
Gosh, their team players just so strong. Sonic now once again rotating with the AWP. We've seen some incredibly high skillful shots, and right now he needs to land just 2 of them. Naf is on 10 HP, remember, so the M4 there from Nifty should be paramount in this retake, as he's going to be leading the charge, but on low HP, what, 2 shots from that AK will take him down, so very, very awkward scenario here for Envious, as they did have the 2-man lead, if you remember, but now into the 1 versus 1. Sonic with the AWP knows exactly where Twist is, but vice versa. Twist knows exactly where Sonic is. This is a dancing with the AWP. Oh my god. Was that the scoreline when you play versus your brother too?
I don't even have a brother. It was
So this was just a random anecdote which doesn't even exist. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a personal one. 5 versus 4, nothing personal there to Release. Nifty gets that kill. But we saw the exact same, even further actually in the favour of Envious when it was the 5 versus 3 in round 11, and we all know how that one ended.
Stewie looking for the peak. Android might have spotted him out there, so there should at least be a little bit of information coming in, but the Molotov just force him out of position. Nothing he can do there. Stewie, is he going to spot the pixel just around the corner? Waiting on the angle is Nifty, but just doesn't hit the spray. And once again, the round swings into the favor of Team Liquid, leaving just Sonic and Fugly with an XM to try and turn this back. There are some close quarters angles, but they're all going to fall back. And this is the problem with this position. You need utility. You need to be able to sort of flash them off, Molotov them off, and they have a single flashbang. And then not even the weaponry. Stewie just starting to get aggressive. He will actually be punished. But again, there's still 3 players from Team Liquid on the other side, and we've already seen that 1 is enough.
Gosh, you mentioned vitality and shotguns. This one's maybe not so controversial, although it is 11-0, so maybe it's really getting desperate here. For Envious, Fugly the shotgun towards B. I mean, it makes sense in practicality, but in retaking that A site, once those smokes fade, couldn't really think of a worse weapon.
Scariest thing about it. Elige this time, though, will go down, but already Twist on the other side. He's been unstoppable. A 20 KD currently. And he's going pushing as well. It's not like he's playing passively. Right through the smoke he goes. Som is on the other side, and while that KD's just been halved. And maybe the chance for a round is on the board, as it's already going to pick off another. Still 3 mighty members of this squad to remove, and they've spotted out Sonic as well. The aggression is going to be punished and leave things back into a 3v3 once more.
3 versus 3. Minute left on the clock here in the 13th round. It's just going to be Som alone towards the A site from Envious. Apart from that, Fugly and Nifty combined together here at B. Haven't seen too many set smokes or set Molotovs or grenades at all towards either sites from Liquid. But now in this scenario, they are going to start to show us what strategies they have in the book. NİTRO knows exactly where one of the players is inside that smoke, catches out Nifty, quick trade there coming out from 2 of the players, Stewie and Nifty, and now 2 versus 1, it's all down to Som.
Yeah, he's got the AK in hand. If he can pick off Stewie, there's an opportunity for him here, but he needs to get this pick, and Stewie's just not going to get. Flashbang went out, but really much of a face taken. Stewie, well, knowing where his opponents are going to be, but doesn't manage to capitalize just yet. But Naf has caught, again, the aggression of Sonic. He's trying to find some openings for his team. That's disgusting. Som is just gone, and Andrew is going to go for the re-peek, and he does actually manage to take down the man who's been decimating them. Unfortunately, there's still a few more to go. Trying to get aggressive around the back, but Stewie's worked it out straight away, finds that trade back, and now it's left all onto Fugly.
Then awkward and awful situation now for Fugly to be in. The retake towards the A site, up towards the ramp. He's got a player behind him, player in front of him, and sandwiched.
Gonna see if the Jukes is in full effect, and you can check out Snods on Twitter if it is, and send all your hate his way.
I love it.
Molotov gonna be forcing out one. They've already got the opener, so it's not looking like the best situation. Ready though. You're going to get a little bit aggressive, but it doesn't seem to matter. Trades coming in thick and fast, and well, if we want that 14-1 on the board, Nifty's going to have to pull out the clutch. The nade is good. He actually manages to pick off one as well, but it doesn't. This is the most common spot. If they don't check this, I'm going to be frustrated. But it did seem like Som was looking in that direction. However, they have not cleared it. Oh no. Oh no. He gets 2 as well, and the man up above. There are a couple of trades back. Som needs to kill Naf, and it's not happening. Very glad I didn't take that bet, because it is all left on to Fugly. 1 versus 2. He's at least managed to find himself another kill to make this possible. He needs 4 to close this out, but he can get the bomb. They're going to hear him running, but he's going to try and bait in Stewie, and he finds the kill as well. There's a possibility for Fug. Back around, he gets back past the corner, though. But he won't know how close Naf actually is. Up above, spots him out, and both players are going to be missing the shot. Naf getting aggressive, and Fugly wins it. The 15-1. Almost everyone.
Yeah. I was like reading them off like, oh my goodness. Even Elige from B-Stars could be making his way towards A now. As the flash is perfect. Oh my goodness, 2 there from NİTRO. Back at the flash from Twist. But Android with the trade frag eventually. 4 versus 3. The advantage still in the favor of Liquid. Oh!
Nice shots coming out though. Android and Som will be able to turn things at least into a possibility. Peak coming out from Elige. Can't connect the shots. And now it's left all onto Twist. 22 kills to his name, looking for his 23rd, and he'll get it as well. It's left onto him versus Som, a battle we've seen multiple times throughout this game, and it's not difficult to say who the victor has been. Twist at least retrieving a UMP, but not knowing where his opponent is, going to try and just bait him in with the tap of the bomb. And Som going to come peeking. It is going to be the spray down, and Twist wins it as well. He is going to go for that defusal. Should have enough time as well.
He's definitely got ample. We've got years on the clock. Look at him, he's only, what, 20?